It's currently 6:07 in the AM, because I'm going on my holidays. Woo! It's car related. My flight isn't until 25 to 10. But normally I drive out, and I'm sitting in my car now, but I'm going to catch my first of 2 buses to get out to the airport, because I live pretty much as southwest in Dublin as you can be, and the airport's about as northeast as you can be. So 2 buses to get in. Normally I would drive out and pay the few quid to park, but apparently there is no parking available in Dublin Airport at the moment. Is everyone gone away? Is there COVID restrictions on parking? I have no idea. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, because where would be the fun in that? You're just going to have to wait and see. As I said, it's somewhat car related, and where I'm going takes about, if we're being pedantic, 2 hours and 25 minutes on a flight. And when I get there, I'm expecting highs of 20 degrees in the Celsius. Now off to get my first bus. Okay, spoiler alert, I am in Italy, so I booked a rental car, Fiat 500 or similar. Being Italy, I assumed I would get a Fiat 500, but no, some of General Motors' worst. Anyway. Buongiorno. If it isn't already evident, I'm in Italy. Spoiler alert. I flew into Verona, and when I got in there and got into my rental car, which was a Fiat Panda or similar, which has turned out to be an Opel Corsa, 2 generations old Opel Corsa, what I had. Apologies if you're wondering why I keep looking down at my groin. Looking at my sat nav on my phone, and there's literally nowhere in this Opel Corsa to put your phone. So yeah, I was a bit kerfuffled with the whole rental car thing, because it took an awful lot of time for some reason to check out with my rental car. I don't know what they were doing. I prepaid it through Ryanair. Sicily by Cars named the company, which I booked through Ryanair. Prepaid it, 80 quid, which I thought was pretty reasonable. And now I've checked my bank account, and for some reason they've charged me another 260 quid. And instead of taking €650 deposit, which is in my my booking receipt, they're taking 920, so I've already written an angry email to them to try and sort that out. But anyway, beside the points. So I flew into Verona, but I'm not in Verona. I'm an hour and 15 minutes down the Autostrada, and I'm in Modena, hence why I'm wearing my my Ferrari shirt. I don't usually go out wearing a billboard for a Spanish bank and an oil company, but when in Rome, or as in this case Modena, I thought, may as well fly the flag. Now, today's Monday afternoon. Tuesday is my only full day. I'm only here until Wednesday morning. So tomorrow is the complete Ferrari day, because there's 2 museums. There's the Enzo Ferrari Museum, and there's the actual museum in Maranello, and there's a factory tour and stuff. So I feel that's going to take the whole day. It's pre-booked and everything. So yeah, all the kerfuffle with the rental car has kind of thrown a spanner in the works with my timing. I was hoping to have at least a couple of hours to play with this afternoon, but I got so delayed. I got with all the whole rental car bollocks. It is now 4 o'clock local time, so I'm going to try and squeeze in 2 of the other residents of this car filled part of Italy, if I can. So I'm on my way to Pagani, and so I'm looking at the sat nav in between my legs. Now, according to Google, Pagani closes at 5, so I'm going to have less than an hour at Pagani if I can get any time there at all. And then apparently the Lamborghini Museum is open until 6, so I'm hoping to then fly across from Pagani when they close across to Lamborghini and get a little bit in. It's small, it's going to be short, it's going to be sweet, but I said the main event is tomorrow. So I'm going to shut up now, and hopefully next time you either hear my voice or see my face, we'll be looking at some delightful cars. God bless. Technically the end of day 1, I guess, even though it's just gone 6 o'clock local time, but I've been on the go since 6 o'clock, well 5 o'clock I got up at, so I've been on the go for what, 12, 13 hours here, whatever. Anyway, I actually haven't stopped since I got here because I had such little time thanks to the fucking whole rental car scenario. I'll get into the rental car tomorrow evening, we'll have a good look around it and I'll go into it in detail, but yeah, I'm quite tired now. I'm just going to relax and have a shower and kind of get my bearings together and then go out and explore Modena, the town itself. I won't bring these with me for that because it's not car related. I'm just going to grab some beers and some delicious food probably. So yeah, what did I do? I managed to get to Pagani, which was cool. It's quite a small museum, 18 quid in, and I only had 45 minutes because I got there so late. And I was trying to make it to the Lamborghini Museum then afterwards because Google said it was open till 6, but then I got there at like 10 past 5 and I was like, no, it closes at 5. So didn't get to do Lamborghini, and I probably won't because tomorrow is Ferrari day and then I go home on Wednesday morning. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a nice warm shower. It's a lovely evening out there. And yeah, I'm gonna go mildly drunk and eat some delicious food. So I'll talk to you again tomorrow. God bless. Buongiorno. Today is the big day. Today is Ferrari day, hence again why I'm all branded up. So it's, what time is it? It is 9:14 in the AM in Italy, in Modena. I'm going to the Enzo Ferrari Museum first, and then we're going to the one in Maranello afterwards later on. I'm booked in for 10 AM for Enzo Ferrari Museum. It's only 5 minutes down the road, so I know there's no harm in being early. And then I'm booked into the one in Maranello at 1:30. Maybe I've allowed too much time for both, but I feel like it's one of those places where you're going to have to drag me away, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty to see. If there is time in between, I'm going to try and squeeze in a quick run around of this piece of shit rental car. Another beautiful morning. What's the car saying? I'm going to start it, haven't I? Refinement. The car says 11 degrees currently, but it said it is only 9:15 in the morning. It's supposed to hit 20 again later on, or it was 22 yesterday at its peak. It was lovely, but the sun is shining. I've had a hotel breakfast, which was crap to be honest with you, but it was one of those just grab. So I had 2 of everything, I think, because why not? May as well stock up. I don't know when I'm going to eat again. So yeah, I'll stop rambling. Next stop, the Enzo Ferrari Museum. Okay. So just out of the Enzo Ferrari Museum, which I must say is pretty spectacular. The outside doesn't give much away. It's a weird kind of bubbled yellow roof thing that looks like it could have been off the set of the Teletubbies, but it's all about the inside anyway, which is amazing. Just an array of all the history, obviously, of where even the Italian car industry started, all through the history of Enzo and then up to modern day. And then there's a separate little building, which is the Gianni Agnelli building. Gianni Agnelli of the Fiat family group, whatever you would call them. But some of the cars, incredible. There's a 166 MM. There's a 365 in a wonderful verde colour. A 250 GTL in a lovely bronze, amongst others. There's the Ferrari F2003 GA. Not the most successful Ferrari, but it still won a championship, one of the most entertaining championships of the Schumacher era. It's fully engine and gearboxed up and everything. It's brilliant. A whole array of engines. They put on this strange kind of short 10-minute movie about Enzo, which is how should I say, classically Italian, but brilliant. It's a great museum, and very well organised. If I had more time, because I have to get to the other museum now in Maranello, I have an hour, but I want to get there. It's about 25 minutes away, and just kind of have a look around the surroundings, because that's just Maranello is obviously proper Ferrari country. In this country, in this city, etc., etc. I'll obviously throw in some footage of inside there, but yeah, if you're coming here, I thoroughly recommend. Maybe perhaps don't come fully emblazoned, although they welcome you with open arms. Several people came up asking me questions, assuming I was a staff member of the museum. Thankfully, I was able to answer questions with my unending knowledge of Ferrari, but yeah, if you don't want to be annoyed, perhaps don't come in Ferrari gear to the museum. But yeah, next stop, the next Ferrari museum in Maranello. Ciao. So I've arrived at the Ferrari Museum in Maranello. My ticket's not until 1:30, so I have a little bit of time to kill, but I think it's worth kind of wandering around Maranello, because it's really is Ferrari country. As far as this guy hasn't been asked to leave, 997 GT3 RS, with, as you can see, orange wheels. Get this on camera. I can't really see what I'm doing. Do apologise for the even lesser sound quality. I've decided to just leave my microphone in the car because I'm just carrying too much shit, and I'm a little bit hungover. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a wander around, see what I can see, and then we'll head inside in a short while. Clothes get me in behind the gate? Probably not. Some sort of Pirelli 812 thing drove by just there a second ago. And also this a Dakar up Panda 4x4. Excelente. Oh, to know the right people. So close, it's so far. Look what's being towed along. Please come out this way. Come on. Amazing. Is that an F300? F310? I have to look that up. Bring back gold wheels. E39 528i just turned to dust. Shame there's nothing on track at the moment, but if I lived near here I would be here quite often.
And I'm sure you get to see some special shit. Tirano. That's where you peek through, by the way. It's not exactly a optimised viewing spot. It's obviously been DIY'd a bit by the Tufosi. Stuff like this is just thrown on corners around here. I'm doing it for display purposes for this place. But yeah, you see like young fellas just cycling by on their bikes, couldn't give a shit. Would I be the same? Maybe. Probably not. Just a gaggle of Romas. As you do. Bloody hell, really is a gaggle. just realised I went into the museum and just started shooting stuff before I even mentioned that I was going in, and I'm finished now. It's amazing, of course it is. So many incredible things. It's hard to know where to start. Old Formula One, new Formula One, the 16mm from back in the day, the original 8C, Alfa Romeo 8C that started Scuderia Ferrari. There's too much. Like I took loads of photos and videos, which I'll get around to. You may have already seen it, maybe I'll put them in already. Maybe I'll overlay it and whatever. You'll get it. Incredible. The only big fuck up I did was they do factory tours. They only do them twice a day, 12:30 and 1:30. And my ticket for the museum was 1:30. So yeah, I'll have to come back because I thought the factory tour is quite interesting. They bring you to the factory, and then they also bring you around Fiorano on a bus, which would have been interesting. But that was my mistake. Here's a Ferrari 360 on UK plates. I was talking to the guy who owns it, and he started speaking to me in Italian first, which has happened a few times. I don't think I look Italian, but there you go. And yes, it's got the correct gearbox. It's a manual. I don't think you can quite see. Yeah, there's a manual. We were kind of worried. There was kind of rumours flying around that there was some sort of private event going on, which I would have been really pissed off about because I pre-booked my ticket. But no, all is well. But yeah, it's still daylight. It's a beautiful day again. I don't have any other. I could probably go to Lamborghini now, but again, it'll be a rush job. And yesterday it was too much rushing. I'm going to have to come back. To be honest with you, if a Monday afternoon to a Wednesday morning is not long enough to take all of this in. So there's some advice for you. One, to book a full week, and two, when you're doing the Ferrari stuff, the tours of the factory, 12:30, 1:30, and book it, because apparently it books out pretty quickly. But also make sure you do book it, because I didn't and I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'll be coming back. No doubt there'll be some more footage before the end. I don't think this will be the end of the adventure, but that's it for now. Talk to you again shortly, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. World's slowest petrol pump, 6.5, 7, Jesus. So I'm going to do some exploring in Modena. Well, we still have some daylight. It's a beautiful evening. Apologies again for the shit sound quality, but the battery in my microphone's like dead. Not that I'm not arse using it. I'm going to give a tour of the shitty rental car, but I'm going to move it because I'm not actually supposed to be parked here. I'm going to go around the corner. There was no spaces when I came in, so just let me move it. So yeah, here we'll start on the inside of this shitty Opel Corsa rental car that they gave me. As I said, I booked Fiat Panda or similar. I would prefer the Panda. I thought I was going to get one, being in Italy. And so this has 58,000 kilometers on it. As you can see, the top of the steering wheel is peeling off. That's probably because there was a lot of this kind of driving, maybe. But still, that's pretty poor. And that was quite obvious. But like, there's like, I'm a tall gentleman, and I can't. There's so much car between me and the bottom of the windscreen, and I can't even see. Like, you can't even see the end of the bonnet. So maneuvering this thing is horrendous. And the blind spots in the back are terrible. The seats aren't particularly comfortable. The infotainment actually isn't bad. Connected my phone connected via Bluetooth for streaming music, phone calls and everything. It has aircon, but it's pathetic. The steering normally is numb and vague, and then you can make it even more numb and vague by pressing the city steering button, which makes it super light, which I obviously haven't used. What else is to say? This is obviously a left-hand drive thing. It's been a while since I've last drove a left-hand drive car. It's fine, I'm okay with it, but for some reason I keep forgetting to put on the handbrake when I stop and then let it go when I'm going away. I don't know why. It must be a left-hand drive thing. As you can see, it's saying I have a low tire pressure, pretty much I think on all of them. There's even the tire pressure monitor warning. I think that's the one it's warning me about. The tire pressure warning has been on since I got into it. See, like it's on. Then it's not just like. Actually, hang on. I'll start it up just to show. So which one was it saying? Yeah, the passenger side. And it's been on since I got here, and most petrol stations don't seem to have air pump over here. The one that I did find near actually in Maranello, it was €4 to use it, which is ridiculous, and I only took coins. All petrol stations seem to be self-serve. You can use banknotes, which is grand because I took out a bit of cash, but then you can also pay with card. But yeah, so I've put the fuel in to bring it back, and I'm not using it again because it's terrible. I just want to get rid of it now. This is 120. Actually, I'll get into that when I get outside. But this is a special edition apparently. Oh yeah, there's nowhere to put your phone, which is annoying when you're trying to use SatNav, Google Maps, being a foreigner. Now I have worked out now since that like you can actually adjust the steering wheel for rake and reach, which is fine. So I've got it at a level now where you can actually lodge my smartphone in there, and that's kind of a good gap between. Good multifunction controls, at least on the steering wheel. Cruise control, phone, shit. What is that? That's cancel it, cruise control, and all the audio and phone stuff here. Yeah. I'll give the interior 6 out of 10. It has its moments, but mostly it's pretty crap. That's the inside. And then we'll just do a quick run around on the outside now as well. There's the outside of this Corsa. Sorry, it's in the middle of a car park, so I'm not going to get some great views. So this is a 120th anniversary. I assume 120th anniversary of Opel, which I think was in 2019, founded in 1909, I think it was. That wouldn't make any sense. It would be 1899. Yes, 2019 would be 120 years. So it's a rental car. As you can see, it's not led the most gentle life. Now they delay. I went into the whole ramble earlier of the delay of getting the rental car and etc. and how they've overcharged me and stuff. So I didn't do a walk around inspection with anyone. So if they even tried to claim any of this shit was me, I will lose my shit. So I don't know what it's supposed to signify. It's a special edition. I assume it's the black wheels, black roof, and it is just a black roof. It's not carbon or anything like that. Black mirrors, I assume, and then these badges, which I assume are supposed to denote that it's. That's about the only special thing about it. I'm not sure what engine's in it. I believe it's a 1.2. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, it's the low down grunt actually isn't terrible, but it's gruff as hell, and yeah, it runs out of any puff by about 50 kilometers an hour. Yeah, and it's only a 5-speed as well, which for a 2019 little hatch I thought was kind of a thing of the past. Yeah, and it's gruff as hell. You can feel the gruffness of the engine come through the pedals and the steering and the gearbox. Again, maybe it's just because it's a rental car. It will drop into understeer, because a lot of the auto straddles here, when you come off them, have like loop around roads. So I've been trying to see how fast I can go, but it will go into understeer pretty quickly. What else is there to say about it really? Other than the fact that it's pretty dog shit. So this is the only opportunity I've had to wander around Modena in the daylight. Don't know how much longer we'll have daylight, a couple of hours maybe at best, but it's a lovely evening. It's about 20 degrees, and what time is it? It is it's 5:20 local time. 4:20 back home, man. Well, we'll blaze it. So yeah, so it'd be rude of me not to do some Italiano car spotting. So we'll probably see some obscure Italian stuff that we don't get back home. And just generally stuff on the continent is always better, because we just don't know how to buy cars in Ireland, and a lot of the good stuff's been scrapped. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's go have a look. And right in front of me is something interesting. So we have which Christopher Cars. If you don't follow him on Instagram, you probably do. If you follow me, you definitely follow him. He put my curiosity to bed, because I saw one of these last night, but there was no badges on it. I think this is an earlier one than the one I saw last night. The Fiat Palio, and this is the Palio Weekend, signifying that it's the estate version. Yeah, like slightly smaller than a Punto, I think, and built in Brazil initially, I think, but then they brought it out to the rest of Europe, the rest of Europe, like Brazil's in Europe. 16 valve. There you go. Lots of these jobbies knocking around. I think they're deemed quadricycles because you see a lot of youths driving them. I think that's why they have these little plates as well. An Axiom City. Sounds like it has a little 2-stroke engine in it, I believe. Yeah, but if they did that kind of shit over in Ireland, I think all 15-year-olds would drive them. I know I would. This being Italy, obviously Fiat Pandas are everywhere, which by process of elimination means there's plenty of Panda 4x4s, and this one is incredibly clean and scratch and dent free, which is amazing for a rental car. I'm bleeding brain for an Italian car. So prevalent, as you can see, there's one of those funky special ones as well, which the name of which completely skips my mind. Oh, it's a Panda. God, I love a Lupo. I really should buy myself a Lupo, but numbers are still on the ground over in Ireland. Love this colour. Those funky wheels, looks like it's a pretty well spec'd one. Is there 1.4, I wonder? The blue interior. It is a 1.4. That'll be a little gem. Polo Cross, which obviously you can get over our neck of the woods. We just don't ever see them. Shame it wasn't actually 4-wheel drive, but they are good looking, especially those wheels. Here's another Panda 4x4. And they all say these as well. I don't think I've ever seen this over in our neck of the woods. Natural Power Panda. Pre-facelift Multipla. Yes, please. Future classic. Another Panda 4x4. Here's something you see loads of over here. Obviously being Italian, but we obviously never got Lancia Y10. Is that what it was called? Correct me if I'm wrong. But what a funky little thing. And I think this is a later one, or is this an Epsilon? This is an Epsilon. I'm sure they're crap, but you know, obscurity is interesting. First gen Punto, pretty boggo one as well. The time when you just be tripping over these in Ireland, and now you barely see them. What a great looking car. This is the petrol station I stopped in on the way back from my adventures in Maranello, just to fill up my rental car with the fuel that was in it. When I picked it up, this is the pump I used. So all petrol stations in Italy, well, this part of Italy seem to be self-serve. So you pay here, you can use card or notes, and then you just fill up whatever the amount you paid. I was actually the last person to use it because that's, unless someone else put 25 quid in and 14.66 litres. But that filled up at a litre every 30 seconds. It took fucking forever just to put 15 litres into it. And also on note, this main street that we're on here, when I was coming back, was a fully camoed up Maserati SUV of some sorts. I know Maserati's not far from here, I'm not exactly sure where, but I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just some sort of new Levante or something else, I don't know. Just thought I'd let you know. You get country so caught up in style, this stuff wouldn't be allowed. But I suppose during the period of the PT Cruiser, was Chrysler part of the Fiat group? Either way, horrendous. Early Cinquecento, the young edition. Again, you're tripping over these in Ireland. Now you never ever see them. As I said before, my knowledge of bikes is low, but funky BMW Dakar Enduro bike, me likey. Here's the Paleo weekend I saw last night. See, no badges, I had no idea what it was. Then I was a little bit drunk. Here's one of the new electric Fiat 500s. Good looking car, but yeah, don't think I'd quite jump on board with it yet. Cheeky little bath. Absolute chimney pornography. Even when in Italy one can drive a Jag. There's another one of these quadricycle jobbies. But they've sportified, but big pipes, body kit, black wheels. I'm confused also. DCI, so is it a diesel? Ligier Sport JS50, then has Sport Ultimate. I saw Axiom somewhere as well. Was it on the front? I don't know, but funky. If you can drive that from like the age of 15, I'm all for it. Lancia Mura, Misura, Mura. Yeah, this thing. Sorry for the dark light. It's dark. Here's another one in better light, in a lighter color. Mura, I don't know. Answer on a postcard. This is for some pornography. Sorry again for the dodgy light. But a faded red Astra Estate. When's the last time I saw one of those? You fucking beaut. Dacia Sandero Policia. I assume it's fire, fuoco. Either way, deadly. It's gone very dark now, but this will come across. But first gen S3, which I fucking love because it's got these fucking Avis wheels. Yes, please. Again, sorry for the darkness. No idea what engine this is or spec level, but it's just a cooking Giulia. Something we just don't see, and it's fucking beautiful. Fuck the 3 Series. Jeez, here's another fucking early Astra Estate in white with black bumpers. Must be a thing over here. I don't know. Future classic and in estate form. Well played. I stumbled on the Irish bar, and well, now I've had a few points because why wouldn't you? So yeah, I didn't. We didn't. Me, you, all of us. We didn't see a whole lot of stuff. But to be honest, it would have just been a collection of all those lens flares. JJ Abrams, eat your heart out. Look at that. How many more can we get? There we go. Ooh, there we go. Well, that's a hazard light flare. I'll spin it this way so you can see me. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's up with my lens? But yeah, it would have just been a collection of just like Y10s and Panda 4x4s. Not saying that shit isn't great, but I would have just been repeating myself again and again and again. So now I'm just going to go get some food and then return to my hotel room because I have to leave at 8 a.m. tomorrow, local time, to get my flight home. Yeah, so if I see anything else on the return journey, I will obviously note it and I'll put it in. But I'll put it in retrospectively, and I'll just sign off now because I'm a little bit drunk and I'm also quite tired, and I think I should probably just sign off. This whole holiday trip adventure vlog has obviously been quite haphazard. If I've managed to put anything together, you'll have noticed, and if not, you won't see this at all, and it will never see the light of day. As I die, I'll put it in some sort of like vault. You know, hey, look at this. This is what my life was before I died. Sorry, that's quite morbid. But yeah, look. Before I sign off, my advice: if you're coming to the whole Modena, Maranello, this part of Italy, do more than a day and a half, which I've done, because you could do a full 2 days just with Ferrari alone. Notwithstanding Lamborghini, Pagani, Maserati, all the other shit that's going on, and also just generally the local area, which is beautiful. It's Italy, and it's a very beautiful part of Italy. I wish I had more time, but I don't. So if you've watched this, if this is even a thing, thank you, and until I talk to you again, stay safe, stay well. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. obligatory hotel tour, is it? So I'm on the 7th floor, which apparently is the piano key floor, which I assume is because of the design of the floor. I'm in 702. So apparently keys, hotel keys are no longer a thing. We just have a code. So it's 71975. Now if you come home late at night, yeah, it does that. It does that until you close the door. That's not great. But you're welcomed into this, I suppose you would call this a landing, a porch, I don't know. Anyway, here's the room. Close that door there. So a big giant double bed, which is pretty comfy, I must say. Very nice, very nice. And then this big mural of something that's probably in Modena. I didn't have enough time to explore. There's some vents up here which are part of the aircon, which I haven't used because I've been in this room for all of about 45 minutes other than sleeping. Bedside locker, which has these things which look like drawers, but they're not. They don't open, which is a bit of a theme in the room. Table there to beautify yourself, which is where I've been beautifying myself with a very nice stylistic chair, I must say. I wouldn't mind that in my own gaff. Then there's another kind of like place you can rest yourself. I ate my breakfast in the nude there this morning with this window open, which I should add, you don't really get this stuff in a lot of hotels these days, full on, for obvious reasons. I won't get too morbid, but it's very rare you get hotels that will allow you to open the window in such a expansive way. Unfortunately, being dark and at night, we won't get a full beauty of the view, but it is a good view, I must say. It's obviously too dark now to really take it in. Gives you an idea of how high up we are. But yeah, that's nice. It's still a lovely evening. It's still quite warm. Might even leave these open, but for the purposes of the video, I'm going to close them again, because when you close them, you can pull across the curtain, which is fine, or you can go full, as is the theme of the room, you can go full mahogany, and you can pull across this thing to get the full wood effect. So you're just like 360-degree wood, as I am right now myself. And big giant wardrobe, nothing in it because I've packed, nor did I put anything into it anyway. And here's a safe, which I didn't use. See, again, more fake. Like, that could be a press, that could be a press, these could be drawers, but they don't do anything. And here's a fridge, which is almost empty. I have a couple of yogurts left and an apple. There was some beers and stuff in there, but obviously they're gone. So then just a note to the, so I can get myself into it. Push. Mirror. There's the TV, which is kind of a black mirror. And then obviously into the bathroom. Actually, what's this? There's another wardrobe, which again, unnecessary. Then in the bathroom, another mirror, and then of course then there's another mirror. Now, I don't think as a society we don't need this many mirrors. We're all become too vain, so we need to get rid of mirrors. There's too many mirrors in this room. The bathroom though, echoey. It's very big for a single person room. Shower, quite good, decent pressure, good temperature. I was going to have a bath, but time didn't allow it, because it's actually quite a big bath. I'd actually fit in that bath, but time doesn't allow. Maybe I'll have one this evening. Maybe there's time. Sink, blah blah blah. Hair dryer again with the windows. You can do it in here as well in the bathroom. Okay. Oh, can I? Can I open this side? Unlock. What can it? Yeah. Okay, I might have a bath with the windows open after this video. Again, this darkness won't do the view justice, but you get the idea. You know. And where's my shit rental car? There it is. Is that it down there? Which space is it in? That's it over there, isn't it? So this is the bathroom. Decent enough jacks, but special mention to the bidet. Wonderful. Just got water on my fucking shoes. But that goes to show the power of the bidet. I've been here for a day and a half. I've used it 3 times. If I can't have an Asian style toilet in my house, I'm getting a bidet. Amazing. My sphincter has never been fresher. But yeah, I think that's it for the hotel room tour. And this is it probably for everything of this trip. I think I already signed off earlier, but I don't know how this is going to come together. It's been a very mix-mash, rushed affair. I came in on Monday afternoon and I'm leaving on Wednesday morning, so all in, I've probably been here for 36 hours. But if you've watched to this point or watched any of this at all, fair play to you. But thank you, and God bless, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.